Greetings ladies and gentlefish, and welcome to this game in the Caernarvon Tier 8 British Heavy Tank. Now you can see that we are bottom tier. This is a Tier 10 game, and it's a very Tier 10 game. There are 6 Tier 10s on the enemy team. We actually have 7. But, sorry, pardon me. You can also see that I'm tuned up with Sam in his Caernarvon and Craig in his ELC. Now, often heavy tanks really don't like to be bottom tier because it negates what is supposed to be, or it basically nullifies what is supposed to be their main advantage: armour. The Caernarvon, I want to say, is one of those tanks that doesn't mind as much. Why? Because of the tank. So I'm faffing around a lot here. The armour on the Caernarvon is alright if you know which bits of it to show, but it was never absolutely outstanding in the first place. And a hull-down Caernarvon with a heavily angled upper front plate and only showing its turret front can bounce Tier 10 shots, can bounce Tier 8 shots, but if the enemy knows where to shoot it, it cannot bounce. Then Tier 8s and Tier 10s will both pen it. And then you move on to the gun. The alpha damage is rather unremarkable, but the penetration is alright, about 225, 226 or something. 226, so about the same as the Tiger 2's 105mm gun. But combine that with its pinpoint accuracy, and it means that you don't, generally speaking, struggle doing damage in higher tier games. Now, I, on this tank, am using... Ooh, there we go, some damage onto that Centurion. I can't remember if I've got the stock engine or the second engine, but I don't have the top one. I don't have the top radio, woo, who cares. I've got the top turret, and I'm using the 20-pounder A-barrel gun, which is not the top gun, it's the intermediate gun. The B-barrel, 20-pounder B-barrel, is the top gun on this tank, and gets buffed reload time, accuracy, and aim time, I think it is. 5100 just got annihilated by artillery. I've just been spotted. But I'm trying to give these guys some supporting fire while remaining hull down. RT-71 nails their Centurion 1, and that leaves it 1 Tier 8 has died on each side, so fairly even so far. STB-1 is rather aggressively flanking around our Tier 10s, and my priority right at the moment is to keep those Tier 10s alive. And an STB-1 flanking around you is not a very good way of staying alive. So I want to put pressure on this guy, I want to make him move, I want to make him realise that possession is untenable. So I put a shot into him. Firstly I blew his cover away, and then I put a shot into him. And, oh sweet Jesus, that was a lot of damage. That must have been artillery into that Indian Panzer. And again, another shot into that STB-1. Is he going to get away before I can reload? Oh, no. Waffle Tractor finishes him off. Now, VK4502 has a lot of armour, so I shoot the T62A. I'm trying to help out the C100. I want the C100 to survive. The VK from the front is a very difficult proposition. If he gives me his side armour, great, but I'm getting the hull armour of this T62A, who I set on fire. So I'll take that shot instead, and he's been taken down. T57 up on that hill, I don't really have a good shot on, so basically I just have a good shot on this VK. I have a shot there, but that was never ever in a month of Sundays going to penetrate. Craig has alas been taken out by an IS-3. Trying to snipe in on this guy's commander's hatch, but I don't successfully manage to do it. Our IS-3 takes a big hit there, and the fight over here is not done. Now the fight on the other flank is also not going very well, by which I mean it's now over and we lost it. So this is a bit dubious, and right now I'm moving up because we need these guys to die. We do not want to be fighting this on 2 flanks, because then we become surrounded and we get killed. So we need to push on these guys and we need to kill them. The T57 Heavy and the VK are both low health. There's also an IS-3 over there. We need to make them go away. E100 takes out the VK. Good. T57 Heavy, I managed to put a shot in. Sam puts one into that IS-3. Artillery hits that IS-3. and I aim a shot at the top of the IS-3's turret, but that's aimed slightly too low, and it doesn't end up hitting the roof of the turret, it hits his gun mantle instead and bounces off. But he's now giving me his hull, and I can penetrate the front of an IS-3 any day of the week, and that's really the difference with penetration between like this gun and like the Pershing, for instance. Similar amounts of alpha damage, but this gun is much more accurate and has the penetration to go straight through the front of an IS-3. ISU over there, I have a shot, but oh god, so first I got hit by artillery which wrecked whole worlds of my tank, and then I take a shot from an ISU and I am suddenly not on a lot of health. But our team has pulled this back, it's 8 kills apiece, although they are capping our base, which is the other side of the river. I used both my repair kit and my med kit, which leaves me with a damaged turret and about 394 health. I'm a one-shot for pretty much anyone. But we managed to kill those guys. Now we can turn around and deal with our base. IS-3 kills Sam, unfortunately. Although Sam did pick up a kill. I missed that in all the excitement. We're winning 10 kills to 9, but they are very much in our base, which is a problem. So we're trying to motor over here to help them. And the Caernarvon is one of the more mobile heavy tanks at tier 8. It's not lightning fast, but it's more mobile than some. And bear in mind I don't have the top engine here. Now, we've managed to reset the guys who are in our base, and they are no longer in our base. Thanks, in no small part, to our Conqueror gun carriage artillery player. T-71 gets some revenge on that artillery for me, which is nice. So the ISU over here and the IS-7. IS-7 gets taken out. Oh my god, Waffenträger Alpha E100. That is problematic. So, aim at his turret and put a shot in for 235. Load high explosive. He disappears, but I assume he's still there, and I have a shot. Switch back to armor piercing. We're winning this 13-7, but a number of our tanks are on very low health. That Waffenträger could probably come around and clip our entire team, but we did just kill that ISU. But he can probably kill any of us remaining in one shot. So yeah. For some reason our T-71 is telling the enemy team that we last saw the Waffenträger Alpha E100 in D3. I assume that's accidental. I didn't notice that at the time. So I go back to loading high explosive, because the turret on the Waffenträger is terrible, and the T-71 was capping, and then he stops capping. Oh god, why did you do that? The Waffenträger's gone back down towards him. That was a massive misplay from our T-71. Okay, now I don't want to take anything away, he's played an awesome game. But he was capping. If he'd finished capping, we'd have secured this game. The Waffenträger Alpha E100, as I say, can just clip our entire team if he needs to. That was terrible play from the E71? T-71. I'm not trying to be too harsh on him, because if memory serves, he actually does very well in this game. But that was a mistake. Artillery splashes the guy for about another 400. The T-71 realises his mistake, and he's now paid for it with his life. So, and he apologises for it. Okay, let's move on. Everyone makes mistakes. If you've seen one of my Cromwell videos at some point, you'll see I have a bit of a pants on head moment in that, and drive out of the cap circle where I should have stayed in it. In that video, we still managed to pull it out. Managed to hunt down the last guy and kill him, and we won. That chat saying, yep, apology accepted. Cool. So I don't want to be too harsh on this T-71. Anyone can have a pants on head moment. And the T-71 has actually done well this game. So, there's me, and our E100 over here, and we do have artillery support. So the E100's asking the artillery if he's ready. There's the WTF Alpha E100. I don't have a shot, so I'm trying to move into a location from where I do have a shot. Conqueror gun carriage is attacking him. He's unspotted. We need to respot him. Conqueror says he's attacking the guy. Cool. Lands a shell. Hopefully that took off an awful lot of health, but he did take the risk of firing that shot blind. The guy could have moved. Caernarvon has a 400 metre view range, as does the E100. Now, the Waffenträger has better view range, but he's also the size of Belgium. There we go, that did take off a lot of damage. The guy's got 391 health left, and I take that shot unaimed, which was a terrible idea, as it misses. And there goes our E100. I put one shot in for 300, and that's the last HE shell I have. I guess this guy must be reloading, because otherwise I don't know why he didn't just turn around and kill me. And there we go. Managed to take out that guy, and we win. And the T-71 says, "Thank you, guys," because he'd have been so gutted if we lost that game because he'd driven out the cap circle. But we didn't. So there we go. Caernarvon, tier 10 game. And not in this game, but I have actually had steel wall in a Caernarvon in a tier 10 game. So I do actually think this tank does fairly well when it's bottom tier. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that game. If you did, please feel free to catch some of my other videos and or subscribe to my channel, and I wish you very happy hunting on that battlefield. Ciao, ciao.